Hello Natural Beauties, welcome to my channel. My name is Nat and today we're getting ready for another Zoom meeting. We have 18 minutes. So I thought that I would sit down and use one of my monthly palettes to get ready with you. We're going to go ahead and jump in. This is my Alamar Spanglish eyeshadow palette and I love this because it is a reflection of myself. So I have these two right here in a project pan, and then I pulled this actual palette in my eyeshadow palette Rougelette for March. So I thought we would go ahead and get started. And I'm going to just grab this really wide kind of flat eyeshadow brush and we're going to go into Muy Excited. And I don't have, oh, that's darker than I remembered, but that's all right. We'll just kind of smudge it and bring it as far up as possible to help with that pigmentation. But, oh yeah, so I am really excited to be working in this palette because one, it's in a project pan of mine, and two, my boyfriend bought it for me. And three, I pulled it, like I said, in my eyeshadow palette Rougelette for March. And I was really excited because usually when I put an eyeshadow palette in a project pan, I'll try and find it or put it on my, I'll find it on my list. I have like papers in my Rougelette bag where I keep all of my, where I draw from. And I'll write on that list that, I used this particular palette for a dedicated month or for a project pan. That way I have a record of everything that I've used because, my biggest goal for my makeup collection is for all of my stuff to be used and to be able to tell, like when you look at it, you're like, oh man, look how used that is, because my brand new stuff that like I don't really have a whole bunch of use in, when I see it, it kind of makes me feel a little ashamed, if I'm being honest. And I love makeup and I don't want to feel ashamed when I'm thinking about makeup. I want to enjoy it, and so that just includes me using it. And this particular palette is a pressed pigment palette. And I always go so far on my eyes. I don't know why I go that far out. I guess it wouldn't be that bad if I would actually like clean it up, but we'll see. Anyways, so this is a pressed pigment palette, and that makes a huge difference as far as like how it works and what it does. Because if you are new here, you should probably know that I don't like products that stain me. It makes me nervous, and it will prevent me from buying anything from like a brand. So like Huda, I don't really buy anything from Huda. I have a lipstick and I think I have some lashes, but otherwise anything that I have from Huda has been given to me, or I got like in some kind of box. And my issue or my reason for that is because when she first came out with the really small 9-pan square shadows, like the amethyst ones, the gemstones, I bought that first round and they stained my eyes like the devil, y'all. And I was like, what the heck? And so I wasn't happy. This has a little bit of yellow on it, but I'm going to use it because I think that it will probably help to blend and buff the edge of that orange shadow. And I'm really just kind of smudging it all together. Just kind of, really smudging it is the best word for it. I'm going right on that line and just smudging it out. And that actually blended out nicely. I mean, considering how pigmented it was to begin with, So let's go into, all right, let's go into ja ja ja, which is actually like the way you would text ha ha ha, like laughing. That's not as dark as I thought and wanted it to be, but let's see. It looks like it might be building up. So, what are we doing? Oh, we're getting ready for a Zoom meeting, y'all. And, I work at an acute care hospital, and I've been working remotely from home since pretty much a year now because we got sent home in March of 2020. That's when we started working from home. So we have a meeting about department updates. And so I think that they're going to tell us that they're making plans for us to come back to work. They're going to want us back on site. And, I don't know if they're going to do it in tiers or what, but I think that's what this meeting is about. And when I saw the invitation, my stomach kind of dropped a little bit. And, I'm really grateful, like, that stuff's getting to the point where we can, consider like going back to work or reopening, for those of us who were lucky enough to be able to work from home. So I'm really grateful, but honestly, like I said, when I saw it, I was just like, ugh. And that might not be what it is, but it made me a little unnerved. So we'll see what they say. But we'll have a little bit of makeup on while they're announcing it. And I think that we're just going to go straight into this brush right here. This is a Moda brush. And I pulled it because it's got these long bristles. So it slides across the eye like really nicely. And I've noticed that there are some shimmer shadows that work or come across better with those kinds of brushes. And this one, y'all, it works well no matter what kind of brush I use. But man, it is gorgeous. And it seems like one of those shadows that I barely have to apply any shadow onto it. But you know what? I think that I'm gonna spray it. So I went in with this NYX Peekaboo Neutral, lined my lips, and then I used my Urban Decay Bing lipstick. These are pretty much from my March monthly makeup bag. Sorry about my nails. It just occurred to me that that was looking like that. But sorry, hopefully you can ignore it. I'll do better next time. Now, I did also go ahead and bronze. I used this Nomad Cosmetics Kiss of Sun palette, and I bronzed with both of these. We're going to use my Milani highlight brush, and I'm going to go into this nice light pink highlighter, and we're just going to put that on the highs of our cheeks. And then we're going to do just a little bit more on our eyes just to add a little something extra. And again, you can see not only did I not clean up these outer areas, but I brought this one out a little more to match this one. So, fail when it comes to, trying to get a smaller, more compact eyeshadow look, but that's okay. Now what I want to do is I want to pull another one of my project pan items. I believe this is in my Partners in Crime project pan. It's ColourPop's Disney Villains in the color Spindle. And I recently rehydrated this with my Lila Be a Glow priming oil because I used it in my monthly makeup bag, and it was so incredibly glowy, y'all. And I mean, God, it was just like a high beam on my face. And so I thought maybe I could use it to rehydrate. My eye's already itching, and I haven't even touched it yet. So I'm just going to go in real gently, like right in the center of my eye, and try not to let anything fall off of that brush. And wow, it is already gorgeous. So it was just really hard to pull it out, and I had tried to rehydrate it with contact solution and eye drops, and I feel like something else, and it just didn't quite work. Look at how pretty that is. Loving it. So I went ahead and did the other eye, and God, this worked so much better, y'all. It was, oh, and I also kind of just like stamped it kind of down, you know, with this brush as I picked it up to put it on my face. So this is my second time using it since I rehydrated it, and both times were so much better. So hopefully this will stay, you know, stay nice and juicy. And you know, because the last time I rehydrated it and it seemed to work, and then it just, you know, it's like it evaporated all over again. So hopefully this time it will actually stick. So I think we're gonna finish right here in Pero Like, and we're just gonna add this right to the edge of that really pretty purple, just to kind of, you know, keep it all in. And then I think, y'all, that we'll probably just put on some mascara and call it a Zoom look, right? So this is really, really pretty. I'm very excited about not only this look, because I love like how desert sunsetty it kind of looks with the addition of that purple, but I'm also really excited because, like I said, this spindle eyeshadow, it's still really hydrated. And I love that because I did have issues with it. I'm just going to use my fingers. I have a mirror right here. Just smudge those two right together, the spindle and that Pero Like. And then we will do, oh my gosh, y'all, I cut myself, and look, I keep tearing that stupid skin off. I'm going to rip it off. I used to be a wound care nurse. Love it. If I ever went back on the floor, I would definitely go back to wound care. But, you know, one thing they always say is never cut off a skin flap because it just promotes, you know, granulation tissue. It heals so much quicker. But I keep ripping this stupid skin. I rub my nose, I rub my eyes. I was sticking my hand in my makeup bag just then. Just like, I might cut that sucker off. But I'm scared, you know, I don't want my skin to be too incredibly compromised. Now, one other thing I will say, y'all, is I can't necessarily do like wound care on myself the best way because I'm allergic to Band-Aids. So I can't just put a Band-Aid on that or else my finger will get all red and itchy and angry. Then I'll break out in hives and stuff. Otherwise, I would just tape it down. And I don't have any medical tape right now. And I refuse to use regular Scotch tape on my skin. So we'll see what's gonna happen, but I need to like lay off this stupid finger. So this is gonna be our look, y'all. We are going to finish off camera with some facial spray to set our face, and we're gonna call it a day. Thank you all so much for joining me. Just know that I am sending you positivity, and I hope that you're doing what you love, and I will talk to you later. Bye, y'all.